Yes, those are the ones who are the most important for us to influence because the subconscious mind still rests with them in that 5 to 8, in that 0 to 5, 5 to 18 age. But everything we are today is a projection of that inner child. Why? Because the engine of the subconscious still drives us. So, one, to answer your question, it is not too simplistic to think that it all comes from there. That's one. But the second thing I'd like to do is, you talked very powerfully about like how you want someone to go deep, or you'd like to go deeper into these conversations rather than just dance around them. Do you mind if I take you through the journey that you just explained? And I think that could give people a lot of insight into how they may be able to apply it to their own selves, the kind of questions they can ask, the kind of way they can lead backwards. Are you
No,
open to doing
that'd
that?
be fun. That'd be fantastic. Yeah.
Awesome. I love to air dirty laundry, by the way. So, if it's yours, it's mine, it's somebody's. Somebody's going to enjoy it out there.
Well,
Okay.
there's plenty to wash. It's,
I love it for both of us. So let's talk about this jujitsu example. You used two examples there, and you use them as a projection of the word jealousy, right?
hmm.
Now, what does jealousy feel like to you? Before you use an example, what does it just feel like to you?
It's just that for me, I always put it down to I've had OCD, so I put it down to intrusive thoughts. It's like an automatic program that I can be having a
Hmm.
conversation with you, and it's just your inner voice nitpicking at you again and again.
Mm,
It's like a weight on your chest. It's the
right. Beautiful.
feeling
What is that
of
inner voice? Sorry, what is that inner voice saying to you while you're feeling those things which are very real in your body?
in like I mean, I know how lunacy it is that like I've got a lovely flat, I've got a lovely job, but in my head I'm going, "Ugh, what's the point of trying this? Don't be silly. You can't do that. You can't get back there." It's like that nagging mother. It's like that nagging
Right.
teacher. It's the things
Okay.
we all give a name to it, but we never associate it.
Right.
And I think it's that thing. I know from CBT etc. that it's not you. It's your brain
Hmm.
throwing out prompts. But while I'm in
Right.
that, it's automatic. I
Of
sometimes
course.
catch myself above it. Other times I will
Right.
sit there and I'll be shite at work because that's
Hmm.
browbeating me, or I can't concentrate on
Right.
what I'm doing. I can be
Right.
in a bus and feel horrible. I can go from having a brilliant day to
Oh,
suddenly thinking
100%.
about it, terrible.
Right. So coming back to this, right? You said that it's that nagging voice that says you can't do something, you can't do what they're doing. And you identify it as jealousy, which means, would you agree that it only comes about when you notice someone else or something else doing what you may want to do or having what you may want to have?
Yeah, because I did have a kind of bit of a mental blowout when I broke up with my ex, and
Hmm.
I heard she was dating plenty of somebody said she's
Mm,
plenty of other people's exes, and I think that was also that I wanted to be the guy going out and dating heaps of people, and I wasn't very
right.
experienced at the time, so both of
Hmm.
those are probably good
Right.
examples of how jealousy of other people's
Jealousy comes up.
successes. It's
Right. So this is good. So it's first, let's narrow down into what this really looks like for you. And you talked about where it hits you, which is perfect. We talked about that it's jealousy, so we're getting closer. Now we're saying that it's triggered by when you notice somebody else. Somebody else, you talked about somebody else hitting a certain success or having a certain thing that you may want, right?
mhm.
Would you agree to that? So
Yeah.
if it was with the jiu-jitsu as well, you talked about, I'm not sure if you said it was a colleague, but a girl who progressed and advanced so much in this stage, correct?
Yeah, I mean, she had married somebody that was a coach. She had the guy
Ah,
had designed a program around her because he didn't have a all these silly things. I've
right.
never even met this person, and I'm judging
Right.
my own self worth against in a
Right.
sport that
So
means it's your own personal journey.
correct. So you can say now that, as you just defined for yourself, it's actually not even about the jiu-jitsu. It's not even about sleeping with the multiple partners. It's about having something that comes with that.